So going back to the story, he says, where are you at? Adam says, we messed up. We got involved in something we shouldn't have got involved in. So, we heard you were coming and we hid. We were naked. And God says, who told you you were naked? Now, again, he knows who told him, but he wants Adam to admit it. So Adam takes the long way around. He says, well, this woman that you gave me, the woman that you made my wife, she was talking to the serpent. And so he says, woman, what is this thing that you have done? What did you do? He knows already, but he wants her to admit it. And she says, well, the serpent. And so he says, oh, okay, serpent. You ever seen a parent go from child to child to child when he's trying to get a story straight, or the parent's trying to get a story straight? Child blames this person, and then that child blames the next sibling, and that child blames. So he's going bing, bing, bing. He deals with Adam, then he deals with Eve, and then he deals with the serpent. When he gets to the serpent, he doesn't ask the serpent any questions. He says, okay, you caused all of this. Here's what's going to happen to you. You are going to eat dust. You're going to slither on the ground. And the seed of the woman is going to crush your head. What he's saying is, because that's prophetic, he's saying at some point in history, the woman's child is going to destroy you. You're going to crush his heel, it says, but you're going to bruise his heel, but he's going to crush your head. He's going to step on your head. He's going to crush you. So he dealt with the serpent first. Then he goes back to the woman and says, because you did this thing, you're going to have some major problems. And it's going to start with childbearing, and it's going to go all through all kind of stuff. You're not even going to be able to enjoy your own self. Now your desire is going to be to your husband. You're going to have to do what he wants. And then after he deals with the woman, then he goes back to Adam and says, okay, now because you jacked up and you listened to your wife instead of doing what I told you to do, now you're going to have trouble all the days of your life. You're going to have to work for the food. Now you're going to have to work for what you get. At first, I was just going to let you just enjoy it, but now you're going to have to work for it. And it's going to be difficult because I'm going to curse the ground too because of you. So the ground isn't even going to just give it up freely. You're going to have to work the ground now in order to get something out of it. Woo! Do you see what happens when we do not acknowledge God? All we had to do is acknowledge him. Oh, man. Proverbs chapter 3. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. You've heard this one before. Come on, sing it if you know it. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding, right? Don't try to rely on what you think you understand. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. You thought it was just a cute little scripture. In that scripture, it lays out the whole problem from beginning to end, the whole issue. We do not want to acknowledge him. So, and let me tell you why it's so bad that we do not want to acknowledge him, because the Father is always willing to help us. He's always willing to deliver us. He's always willing to set us free. He's always willing to care about us. He's always willing to get us out of the mess that we're in. How do I know that? Because a little bit further on in chapter 3 in Genesis, this is what happens. After he has the talk, those, the parental talk, he talks to the serpent, he talks to Eve, and he talks to Adam. And then what does he do? The Lord makes coats of skin to cover Adam and Eve. So here we see he got right on the problem. He didn't just talk to him. He did, in his words, say what was going to happen, how he was going to fix it. But then he also covered up their nakedness with coats of skin. So here he is performing his first sacrifice. That's a foreshadow as well. But let's just stick with the matter at hand. He jumps in immediately to deal with what they did. That's the goodness of the Father. He's always ready and willing and able to help you if you will just come to him first. That's all he wants. He just wants you to come to him first. He doesn't want you to make him a last resort. Sometimes we make prayer our last resort. We try everything that we can try. We try to figure out how to handle this and to handle that the best way we can. And then when it falls flat, then we come to God and, oh, if you will just get me out of this, I promise No, he says, don't come to me last, come to me first. That's what he wants. He wants you to come to him first. And that's what happened. That's why we are in, as the human race, that's why we're in the pickle that we're in now. That is the fall. It was never an issue with sin. God already handled that. The issue that plagues us to this day is that we don't want to acknowledge God. So I'm hoping that through this, it'll set a alarm in your mind that when something goes wrong, don't try to solve it first by yourself. Take it to him. That means don't try to go talk to your friend about it and your buddy about it. The first thing you need to do is talk to the Lord. Get it cleared up with him. Lord, this is what I did. And name it. Whatever the problem was, name it. Lord, this is what I did. Say it out. And I'm sorry, Lord. I should not have done it. Please forgive me. That's what the Father wants. Okay?